Stadium in Athens. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged out of the air. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying.
Gonna let it fly. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the... more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the back. And they're able to make the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming out. Maybe some room here. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires left. Got him in the open. He's loose down the left side. The tag. He is in. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, this This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
Racing down the left side. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position.
Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field is Stockton. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now they'll try the right side. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. To give, running right, it's Frazier. Could be an alley. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted to stop the threat.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They want to run it left here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, going to the air. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. they've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Sooners are in the hurry up. He'll take it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And the Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown Sooners.
And some might question the call. You're going to go for it on 4th down in your own territory, but you don't question the result. He takes the football on the ground all the way to the house. Not only does he get the 4th down conversion, he gets the big touchdown.
And the point after is good.
Number 29, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Makes the grab. It's Taylor. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watch the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He's looking downfield to throw. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going with the ground game left. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at LSU taking on the #1 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Tigers setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Back to pass. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Finds a tight end. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll give to Frazier. There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The snap sets up the throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down, because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. They want to throw it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Touchdown Bulldogs! And that one will put them up here in the second half. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. Looking to throw at Stockton. And he makes the grab for the Deuce.
Well, that's the right call to go for 2 right there, because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a 3-point game and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you're gone for 1, your opponent can take the lead with the kick. So nice job there getting it executed.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Might have a chance. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Georgia going up tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Makes a catch. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That brings him to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll test the right side. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gonna take a shot. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll run it to the right side. Plows through the defense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Quarterback will keep it. Finding some room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. defense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the two-point conversion to tie things up. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. And they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver.
Circuit. Replace. Heads. Punch.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll run it again. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense got it thrown. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, they block it.
Oh, and the defense needed that, right? If that field goal gets made here in the second half, all of a sudden it's a two-possession game. But by getting the block, they keep this thing really close. Let's see how their offense can respond.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The short hands, it's Taylor.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the two-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this two-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Pulls it in down the sideline. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
To the air, it's Stockton. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gonna look downfield again. The quick out. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. He might want another play.
Wilson, hey, Wilson, Wilson!
Motion from the wideout.
Escape! Escape! Doc! Check! Doc! Doc! Straight on the end!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
And the offense knows the task ahead. They're down 8. It's 1st and goal. They need a touchdown. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up, and your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Hauls it in. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this 2-point lead deep in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. This is a designed run, and he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Calls his own number. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback keeps it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Down a little grass. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick.